right at the 40. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he goes out right around the 39.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick a give to Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, his 25th touchdown. Tying him and Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
23-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
Mahomes pass.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
A gain
Well,
of
that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Mahomes now on first down. Caught. Kelsey, left side. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 45-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Mahomes to throw once more. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And again, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Kansas City.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
Complete to number 10,
Tyreek Hill.
Touchdown.
In the final
Kansas
seconds
City.
of the first half. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
To Matt Breida.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line.
53 is the mic.
Here's Breida. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Set, ready, yellow, 22.
On 2nd down, Tua. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown, And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brought down at the 20-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Breida. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
At the 16-yard line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run with a former Bear and Eagle. It's Jordan Howard. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On first, they go right back to Howard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They run with Breida. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
On the tackle.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Flushed out right. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He finds an opening past the 40. That one complete to Hill. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play.
3 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Jerome Baker.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Tua, a big spot for the rookie from Alabama. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
Rita on the carry.
Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Tua, and that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. It's complete to Grant. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
At the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Jones on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They run for it with Breida and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Christian Wilkins. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That'll be complete to Breida. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. This is Breida. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On the Jets sweep, here's Grant. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
3rd and 4.
To throw is Tua. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Took their shot at going for the win, didn't get it. Now bring on the field goal unit, tie this thing.
It's the right call. I truly believe that. But if I'm on defense, I'm also staying a little loose here in case they want to be really aggressive and fake it.
Sanders' kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, it couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call.
He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. He'll look to throw. And Walker with it over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Intercepted. take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
Let's go, D. Check.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. First throw of the OT session for Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Formation for the Dolphins.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The tackle made by Clay Matthews.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Complete.
A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If you make someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Mahomes to throw once more. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because As the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, your front five, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
By Eric Rowe.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, this from 37. And Butker pulled it. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game, a costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Chiefs, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.